Hello everyone, my name is Dawn. Welcome to my video on annotated portfolios. What is an annotated portfolio? Well, an annotated portfolio is a classroom assessment technique that provides teachers with a sample of a student's creative work. It also allows the student to give a personalized explanation of that work in relation to course content. Who uses annotated portfolios? Photographers, painters, artists, estheticians, makeup artists, and fashion models. Where is this technique used? For the most part, annotated portfolios are used during interviews with clients, potential employers, and committees. How does this relate to teaching? This relates to teaching by allowing the student to develop the ability to apply principles and generalizations already learned to new problems and situations. For example, a makeup artist learns techniques and application of makeup during the course and then applies that knowledge to many different faces when doing services on a client. Why is it a useful teaching tool? The goals of a teacher are to use this strategy to evaluate learning outcomes and the effectiveness of the instruction on the student. The teacher could then apply results of the assessment to review any areas that were unclear to the student. The course outcomes for this assessment technique are to get students thinking in a creative way, to develop skills using materials and technology central to the subject, and to allow the student to develop a commitment to personal achievement. Some points to remember. Choose one of the central topics, questions, or problems dealt with in your course and invite students to respond with 2 or 3 samples of their work. Ask the student to explain briefly, in writing, how their portfolios respond to that topic. Then have students turn in their portfolios for marking. You may need to offer students course credit for this CAT, or some students will refuse to put in the time and effort that it requires. How do you analyze the portfolio? You can assess the student's creativity in resolving the question topic or problem, or read the annotation to assess how well the students have incorporated the course topic. How do you grade the portfolio? A simple ranking scale containing letters or numbers will be adequate. So what are the pros of this technique? This technique allows the student to express their concepts or problems or topics in a visual way using images instead of words or documentation. And as with any technique, what are the cons? The con of this particular technique is that the students may become so focused on how they want the portfolio to look that they lose track and forget to write the interpretation part of the project. How can teachers help? It is suggested that teachers help to keep students on track by posing a few standard guidelines at the beginning of the assignment. It is a good idea to inform the students that this is a continuous, ongoing assignment that will take place throughout the year from beginning until end. It will be a collection of work that shows the students' improvement over a period of time. When the assignment is handed in at the end of the program, the teacher then gives the assessment or feedback to the student based on the student's progress. How can modern-day students apply this assignment to their advantage in the future? Many students are now utilizing social media and websites as part of their visual portfolio to enhance their ability to get their work noticed. I myself use these techniques as an esthetician and display nail art, makeovers, and hairstyles on our business Facebook page as well as our website. The advantage to this annotated portfolio is that you can always add more images and the content is limitless. You can also go back and revisit your work several years later and reflect on the improvement you've made over the years. The new skills you've applied, the new creations you came up with, and even some of the steps you dropped or cut out due to them no longer being valid. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed my presentation on annotated portfolios, and maybe you too could use this technique in the future to create some fun in your classroom.